after not voting for either candidate 4 years ago. He endorsed President Trump, citing his strong economic policy and the promises that he made and kept as president, as well as the Democratic Party's move to the radical left. Ari Fleischer joins us now, along with Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich. I've seen this move coming for a while. I knew I'd win you over. It took me a little longer than I thought. But that is something that I think the president does not get enough credit for. He did keep his promises.
And as people like me, it's really important. There are a group of establishment Republicans who didn't like the president before, but the president has earned it. And he's earned it, Sean, because of his results. Think about the economy. Prior to the pandemic, the poverty rate was the lowest since 1959, thanks to the president's tax cuts and deregulatory environment, which unleashed people into the work zone and got them paid more money. That he accomplished more than any Great Society program ever accomplished in terms of lowering poverty. The unemployment rate for people with a high school degree only, the lowest in recorded history. And this is why he deserves re-election, not to mention his accomplishments abroad, the peace agreements with Israel, the killing of Soleimani, the taking on of China. He's a bull in a china shop, but every once in a while our country needs a little bit of bull.
You know, I like a fighter. I grew up in New York also, so maybe I'm not the most objective person. I played ice hockey. We fought every day. It's illegal, I think, in most schools. I think you get sent to reform school and re-indoctrination camp these days. But Katie, you know,
yeah.
From taxes to regulation to building the wall to these historic peace deals to Soleimani, the Caliphate, al-Baghdadi and associates, and, you know, energy independence, the judges, you name it, he kept all those promises. I put all my credibility after 30 years on the line as a conservative, and I said, no, he's going to govern conservatively. I've known this man 25 years. A lot of people didn't believe me.
Well, I think that was a big skepticism towards Donald Trump when he ran in 2016, that his record showed that he had donated to Democrats, donated to Republicans, had some different policy positions previously than he does now, of course, on different issues. And there was a question about whether he would be a conservative. And the answer has been absolutely. He has been a conservative and beyond on a number of issues. You just go back to the RNC and how unabashedly pro-life he brought the RNC to be publicly. I don't think any other president would be as pro-life as he has been outspoken in the ways that he has. You know, Sean, we talk a lot about unity with whether Joe Biden can unify the country or the President Trump can unify the country. But if you look at the number of different people, the types of groups that Donald Trump has brought to the White House to meet on very serious issues over the past 4 years, he never discounts anybody's opinion. He's willing to work with anybody and listen to what they have to say to get these policy positions changed, things that have been entrenched in Washington and government for years. And you're starting to see that in the polls with African American voters, with Latino voters in Florida. And he earns it with every single vote that he's getting because he actually cares so much about proving people wrong and doing the right thing and keeping his word.
Yeah, you know, there's never been a president, Ari, that's been more pro-life, pro-Israel, pro-religious freedom, pro-Second Amendment, and pro-constitutionalist on the court than Donald J. Trump. When you read the rest of the media, they give him zero chance of winning on Tuesday. Zero.
Right.
And I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I don't even want to read it because it's depressing. But they did that the last time. Did they not learn anything the last time, do you think, or are they right this time?
No, they didn't really learn very much, but we still have to have an election to see. I mean, let's see what happens on Tuesday night. But, you know, I think the weekend had a nice turn for the president as well, particularly in some of those battlegrounds. Arizona and Pennsylvania, the data is even stronger for the president than it was when we last spoke on Friday night. So these are the types of things, if you're on a campaign, you're looking for in this weekend.
All right. I've seen enough numbers that make my head explode. I'm sick of reading numbers. Good to see you both. All right, when we come back, Senator Lindsey Graham and RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel here to discuss the key Senate races that we need to keep an eye on come Tuesday. Straight ahead.